Michael Mastro, welcome to my YouTube channel, Vastu Creations. Today we're going to look at the chart for King Charles III. If you look to the eastern horizon using the sidereal Vedic zodiac, you would see the constellation associated with Cancer rising at 12 degrees. Any planets like Saturn, the nodes Rahu and Ketu, as well as Moon, are within a 5-degree orb of that rising sign degree and have a lot of impact in the chart. So we're going to look and see how the planets are operating and when they're operating at different events in his life and what we could do to strengthen the chart. So first we want to see where the Multicone signs fall, which are 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11, the numbers in the chart on the right, because those will describe his karma, what he came here to work on, depending on what house they fall in. Each of the 12 houses has some aspect of our life that we need to learn about, especially when there is a Multicone sign there. So we see the first sign of Aries, ruled by Mars in the 10th house, so working on what he came here to do. And then we have the 4th sign of Cancer, ruled by Moon ruling the chart, which connects his life purpose with healing the public. His dharma is service to the public. And then we see the 5th sign of Leo, ruled by Sun, in the 2nd house, learning to deal with wealth and fame and stability in marriage. Then we have the sign of Virgo, the 6th sign, ruled by Mercury in the 3rd house, learning about how to become independently entrepreneurial successful, and learning about communication, having good communication skills. And then we have the 7th sign of Libra, ruled by Venus, learning about happiness through family, stability in the family. And then we have the 9th sign of Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Now, whenever there's a Multicone sign in the 6th, 8th, or the 12th house, the Dusthana challenging houses, those can cause some challenges and are said to be functional and malefic. So Jupiter becomes functional malefic. And this house is learning about healing inner and outer conflict, healing the body, fire, theft, and cheating, as well as delays and setbacks. And then we have the 11th sign of Aquarius in the 8th house of transformation, death-like experiences. So and this is also the house of inheritance, inheriting the throne and titles. So let's look at the planets individually. So Sun is weak. It's in old age. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees is said to be in old age and cannot promote or protect its own significations. So Sun is ruling the house of wealth and fame. So it gives wealth and fame through father and family, and because it's weak there, so it was a lack of stability in the marriage and also a contentious relationship with father. Sun is a significator for father. And then Moon, a significator for mother. It's afflicted by Jupiter and Rahu, and connects life purpose through helping others, through charities, through his gentle, sensitive nature, and raising public awareness about the environment. And it is, because it is afflicted, he also had a difficult relationship with his mother. Mars is at 27 degrees, also in old age, so it is a little bit weak. And it gave him a career early on through military and later through investing, through startups. And then we have Mercury is at 13 degrees. It's afflicted by K2 and Saturn, and it gives controversial speech and people critical of his writings and his um, communications. Then we have Jupiter at 6 degrees. Again, functional malefic. Um, Gives healing. It's in its own sign, so there's some power there, and it gives healing, the ability to heal inner conflict, uh, and there's some, possibility of divorce there, uh, and issues with children and inheritance. And then we have Venus. It's at 23 degrees. It's weak because its dispositor Mercury is weak. It can't be any stronger than its landlord, basically, sitting in the third house, ruled by Mercury. And then so it gives, because it's weak, a little bit of a lack of ruling the house of happiness, lack of happiness in the home life, but a beautiful wife as well. Then we have Saturn is at 12 degrees, and it's ruling the house of uh, transformations, death-like experiences. It brings a vulnerability with respect to uh, fame and recognition, issues with inheriting the title, and interest in occult and uh, occult sciences. Then we have Rahu and Ketu. They're always opposite each other, and in this case, it's a balance between work life and home life, a balance of duty and home life. So let's look at the timing of events. He got married in 81 um, during a Venus period. Venus is family, starting a family. Then he got divorced in 96 during a Rahu period, bringing big changes to the family. Then he fell, had an accident in a Rahu Saturn period. Saturn ruling the house of accidents, the eighth house. Then he got tested positive for COVID during a Jupiter period, bringing health issues. Also at that time, transit K2 was conjunct Jupiter, even emphasizing more the health issue. Then his mother died on September 8th, 2022. And he became king as she passed. That is during a Jupiter-Venus period. So Venus would be changed in the family. Jupiter is some inner conflict about the whole situation. So if you look to the chart on the left, the inner circle is where the planets were when he was born, and the outer circle is where the planets were on that particular day, September 8th, 2022. And you can see in the house of relationships, Saturn is totally afflicting Moon. Moon representing mother, Saturn representing death-like experiences, and also inheritance at that point, inheriting the throne. Also occurring is natal Saturn is afflicting Venus, changing the family responsibilities and affecting the family and happiness. And then you have Rahu afflicting Sun, causing a change to his status. Sun ruling the house of status and fame, recognition. And then you also have Jupiter afflicting Mercury. So Jupiter causing some setbacks to his, well, I think it would be his speech will become a little bit controversial because he may not be as neutral as his mother was in terms of the environment and other issues that are of interest to him. And I hope hopefully that'll be a great thing for the planet and for the UK. And then we have, let's see, what could we do to strengthen the chart? So he's already doing the remedies for his functional malefic planets. We don't want to strengthen them. We want to transform them through charities, which he's already involved in, that will be transforming the malefics, which are Ketu, Rahu, Jupiter, and Saturn. And then the other planets can be strengthened through gemstones, Mars, Venus, Moon, Mercury, Sun, or my favorite remedy, which is a kavash, a silver locket containing the Devata yantras for those planets, as well as paramagnetic material that protects us from 5G. So if you'd like to see the locket, you can go to vastucreations.com. You can also get a yearly astrological reading there. As you can see, this transformational Vedic astrology is quite accurate, and you can also learn, take a course, and if you wish, become certified as an astrologer in transformational Vedic astrology. Thank you so much for listening.